sorry. My 2JZ's better than your RV. You can suck my dick, Nate. Fuck you, you little bitch. Nate.
What?
We gotta do car shit. Nate.
I was up fucking until goddamn 4 doing car shit.
Well, shouldn't have done that.
Sorry, everybody, I had to help didn't know shit about cars.
Alright, back to the video. So, as you can tell by the mess behind me, I gotta do some cleaning. It's pretty filthy in here. I haven't done literally anything since the last drift event, and I've just been kind of flowing by. So all I need to do, put my bumper back on, figure all this shit out, throw all this junk away that needs to be thrown away, and oh, I haven't showed you guys yet. I know you guys witnessed it, but you didn't actually see it. The carnage of tires, which is only 4. Considering the ones that I have on were the only ones, they're mismatched, but they're the only ones that stayed inflated. So, I'll show you guys. Alright, so this one is one that's still holding air, but there's chunks missing out of it that some of the chunks do go down to wire. This one is straight up wire. This is one of my black wheels. This one is cords, still holds air though, and that one is past the wire. It just does not hold air. So it seems like all of the ones that were on, I think it was my driver's side, was wearing more because the sweeps, long sweeps, were more of that direction. So I'm going to pull some Taylor Race shit, and when I snap my fingers, it's going to be clean. Alright, all cleaned up, all put away. Guess we can get to work. Looks so much better, and I can finally pull my car and get in and out of it. So, now it's time for Nate's car. And it's Sleeping Beauty himself, finally getting out of bed.
He was only day off. Only get 1 day off per week.
Didn't help me clean the garage. Didn't help me shuffle the car. No, I'm just kidding.
Didn't wait for me to fucking get here before you.
What time did you get here?
3:30.
What time did I go to bed?
Like 1:30.
But what were you doing?
Helping another buddy fix his timing belt.
There we go. So, let's get cracking. You actually have to pull that pulley off to get to. Fun fact. So, we have started. Actually, we were quite a ways through. We already got the radiator removed, the belt, the fan. The tensioner needed a ginger beat. I mean, beaten gingerly, and to get it off, but it's off. And now
we beat gingers.
But I'll show you where we're at now. Alright, so now that we've gotten all that removed, we now have to remove this pulley. Then we have to remove this cover. And since his cover's already moved. But to put into perspective at how bad this belt is, yeah, that shouldn't do that at all. So how is that variable valve timing that you had there?
You mean that constantly changing timing as I'm driving down the road?
Wholly unfocused.
Great.
There we go.
Your camera doesn't like my face that much. It's just gonna say like this, and we're going fuzzy.
Pretty much.
Yeah, no. Constantly changing timing was weird to drive with, and yes, I drove with it for about 2 weeks because my other daily is also down, but a lot more expensive to fix because it's an Audi.
So about 4 days ago, or 3 days, or okay, 3 days ago, you guys seen it, but it was like a week and a half ago that he went to the track to drift it. Oh no, it's 2 weeks ago now.
It was 2 weeks ago.
He went to drift this, and the belt was just that bad during the drift event. So we're hoping he didn't jump any teeth, but luckily this is a non-interference engine. Not all 2Js are non-interference. Not all 2Js are non-interference. The NA non-variable valve timing is a non-interference engine.
Yes, the variable valve timing is an interference motor. Just a heads up. We want to make sure we're clear about that because we don't want you to think it's a non-interference and end up screwing something up and then come blaming us.
Alright, so we're going to get these covers taken off, and this way we can show you a little bit better as to what needs to be taken apart. Are you going to take that pulley off?
I was trying not to. Okay. Yeah. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I found the problem. Now come on in close because I want both of you guys to see this. That's not supposed to do that.
Oh my god!
I sheared this off.
What? Nathan!
So yeah, so you guys can see it. That is sheared off. I didn't remove a bolt. I just removed the timing belt cover.
Nathan Banjo-Kazooie Ackerson. What the fuck? I don't know your middle name.
That's not my middle name.
It is now.
There's one letter in that entire thing that is even in my middle name.
What the fuck? How?
The scary part is I've been driving on this for 2 weeks.
Bruh!
The bearing's still good. Look at that bearing, it's still going.
Bruh.
I can make a fidget spinner out of this motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up. Alright. So, obviously, we got the plates off. Obviously, that was trashed. Obviously, I'm surprised Nate's car isn't blown up. Obviously, Nate's car is going to run a whole hell of a lot better. Obviously, let's fix this shit.
Because 2J, it'll run through anything.
Alright, yeah, no, that's a good 2J
Don't
remark.
quote me on that. Don't sue me for that because, no, it will not run through anything.
Hold on, wait.
As Jeremy put it, I have the best, worst luck of anybody he's ever met.
How do you manage this shit? Oh my god. Yeah. I'm glad we did this.
I knew it needed to be done.
To what extent?
See now why I wanted you to have the whole camera up there? Because Jeremy hadn't seen that yet either. You saw that when he saw it.
That was horrifying.
And actually, I didn't know this would come completely out. I thought it was still hung on by something.
On a side note, my mustache tastes like ketchup.
Oh, you know what I didn't think about?
What?
I might not have this piece.
It comes with it.
Okay. Thank God.
Because there is a bolt somewhere around there. But that all comes apart. Oh, I don't know what I'm pointing at. This whole assembly comes off and gets replaced.
Yep. I've already got all those parts. And I think I know why I'm leaking oil out of the front of my fucking motor. Is that oil pan gasket? No.
Maybe.
It's just all around right here. All this gasket's coming out.
Oh, yeah. Alrighty, well, we're gonna work on swapping this all out. Holy fuck. Alright, so now that we have a side-by-side, why don't you explain what's going on here, Nate?
Well, I think that's pretty obvious. This is what it's supposed to look like. And, yeah.
So that's supposed to be one piece, you're saying?
Yeah, these aren't supposed to separate.
Well, what happened to it, Nate?
You know, I have a habit of making things separate that aren't supposed to separate on this car, like the harmonic balancer and the crank pulley. Those separated too.
That's why he has a aluminum
Nice and lightweight.
that's bent now.
Yeah, that we bent getting off. So I'll have to get another one of those soon because that's slightly bent. So I'm just going to get a whole lightweight pulley kit, go purple because purple. Yeah.
So now that we got all that apart, we're gonna put the new shit in. And first clean it up, though. Water pump's on!
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm done yelling in your guys' ear.
Yeah, rip headphone users.
So now we have to put the tensioner back on. Then we can start putting the belt back on. And we're still trying to figure out what exactly the timing marks are because the belt, if you get the higher end belts, they come with little dots on the grooves so you know exactly where to put them. That belt doesn't. But these gears, luckily, have a mark right there and a mark right there. And we're hoping that we haven't moved anything so none of that comes apart. But Nate's belt was super loose, so we don't even know if those timing marks are correct. So we're going to hope and pray and do all that good shit. And
I still vote we just turn the damn thing by hand and set them all to center.
but I'm confused as to what you meant by that.
Considering they should all be within the same stroke, because it was still running and I drove it here. Turn cams back to center. Both sides. Turn crank up to center.
Okay.
That should be centered up timing.
Or since it was running when we pulled everything.
Just put it back together exactly
Yeah.
how it is. Yeah. That's
Tight.
the other option. We're probably going to try that.
And then I'll look and see if we can find any forums or anything that says the teeth which the belt's supposed to be at. Because you can't, I found them for the RV, you should have them for the 2J. But it won't work, I don't know if it'll work for the 2J versus the 2J Turbo versus 2J NA, because the timing should be advanced on the turbo to prevent detonation. So we're going to figure that shit out. I don't know if I'm in the picture or you're in the picture. I don't know what's in the picture.
No idea.
Nobody knows what's in the picture. So the big picture is we're going to fix this shit right now.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Closure purposes.
I want you to say, I, Nathan Guthrie Ackerson, to say something about me doing that shit on.
Yes, I want you to ugga my crank pulley on.
Time for Ugga Dugga. Hold camera! You hold camera now! I've said a lot of racist stuff. They're gonna use this against me in the court of law.
Probably.
What?
What?
Don't scare me like that. I do not like this.
Alright, stop then, Wolf.
2JZ is all power race. My 2JZ is better than your RV. You can suck my dick, Nate. Fuck you, you little bitch.
Y'all definitely heard me tell him to stop like 5 of those ago, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, by the way, just a quick heads up. Earlier, when I... Stop it! I'll throw you into the fire. Oh, look at that, flashlight.
No, you motherfucker!
What?
You're recording the wrong way. Now I'm gonna have to turn it in editor.
Oh, god damn it.
How much of that was landscape?
I'm holding it this way. You...
Alright. Turn that on.
Okay.
I'll rotate it.
Okay, so when I was talking about centering up the cams, which the marking's over here now because reasons, don't ask. But centering up the cams and centering up centering up the crank pulley. Just a quick heads up, you center up these marks with what we were guessing was the little tip, little bendy looking thing at the end of my finger. Yeah, that one. And that one. But you center up the marking on the crank pulley thingy. You center up the notch on the crank pulley to that 0 degree mark, which is on. Yeah, that's still loose. But yeah, so it's on the cover. It's on the plastic cover. Center it to that. It'll be a whole lot easier if you're still using an actual harmonic balancer, because you'll have the little thing that comes up to like right beneath this, and you won't have to do as much guesswork as we did. So yeah, centered up to that 0, and then these markings up centered to the 2 little thingy. Yeah. So yeah, ignore what I said earlier about centering it up, dead center, up straight. That stuff. Lots of dead center. Center, 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 center. Okay. Did we need anything else?
I got a new battery.
Oh god. Let me check that first, because I know it had a torque rating. That was not all the Ugga Duggas. Did you hog out the fucking...
Well, it's not going in straight.
Okay. We'll be back
The
in...
tooth is right there, so that's good.
Okay, we're ending this part of the video on good news, so we'll come back to you guys when we figure this out.
Looks like I just need to give the top part a good whack.
Okay, maybe we're gonna watch this, because I need video evidence.
Oh. You wanted me to fix your shit. That's your dumbass mistake.
Well, I don't have a garage. I have mud and grass. You guys remember the diff video?
Yeah, it's just fucking not going straight.
That's what she said.
Fuck you. Alrighty, so we're gonna do a first startup. Now that everything's back together, getting ready to burp the coolant system. So there's that. So what we're looking for is we got to make sure that this belt doesn't run off the gears, because that was a previous problem, and we need to make sure that pulley isn't too wobbly. So go ahead and go give her a good start. I'm gonna stand back a little bit just in case nothing happens. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Alright, here we go.
What?
Oh, it started.
Brake pulley looks straight. The belt's not running off the gears. Everything looks fan-fucking-tastic, guys. Alright, you want to put some coolant in it, Nate? Alrighty, so if you guys don't know, when you're burping a radiator, you want to make sure that the place where you're filling the radiator is higher than any other place where the coolant can go. So since we have the card jacked up, it's at an angle, which means that this cap here is higher than anything else that is going to get coolant to the engine. So we're going to go ahead and burp this now. Sit there and kind of pump the upper radiator hose and get the coolant going throughout the entire engine until it's warmed up. Alright, so Nate's car's done. And it seems smoother.
It's smoother than it was when I got it here.
That's a good thing.
I mean, fuck that. I had constantly varying valve timing.
Yeah. So now I'm just warming up my car, and then he's going to get out of here. But that's going to be the conclusion for this video. So as always, guys, stay sideways.